What's up, guys? I have a different video for you guys today. So I wanted to test a couple things, right? So this is my concealed carry, a P365X, and I recently upgraded it where I have a Radian Afterburner and Ramjet combo. So I wanted to see what the difference of recoil is with this versus my normal slide that I had in the P365. So I want to test that, see what the difference is with recoil. Also, I want to see what the difference in recoil is if I were like the recoil bounce, right? I want to see what the difference is if I have a light on versus off. So just a couple things I'm curious about. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of testing today. So yeah. All right, so this is what my carry gun used to look like. So it was just plain Jane. There wasn't this grip texture on it. There wasn't this light. It was just the plain Jane P365, right? But then I upgraded it, but I want to see what the recoil looks like on this compared to my new setup. So we're gonna be starting off with this. Okay, so that's what it looked like without the compensator on it. Obviously snappy. I had a good master grip on it. Wasn't too bad. Like I can handle it, obviously. But yeah, definitely snappy for a micro comp. So now we're gonna switch the slides, and then I'll show you guys what my current concealed carry is. All right, guys. So this is my current concealed carry setup. So I have handle it grips right here. This is the Elite series. I got a 407K on here, the Ramjet Afterburner combo, and then I got a TLR7X sub. And yeah, this is my new current concealed carry. So now we're going to see what the difference is on recoil with just the, like compared to the regular slide, because now this has a compensator on it. All right, buddy, you want to try it now? Yeah. All right. We're gonna get multiple different people shooting it, so that way we can get like a good sample size. Ready? Yep.
Well, safe to say I anticipate.
You think it makes like a huge difference? Like if you had to say how much less snap or recoil there is, what would you say it is? Like as a percent?
I give it like 10%.
10%?
So not a whole lot, but I also wasn't paying attention to that a whole lot. I was mainly just trying not to anticipate.
Fair. Well, we can also look at the video and see, like, maybe try to quantify that a little bit. But you want to try it?
Sure.
All right, so he's shooting the normal slide. Like I said, we're getting different people shooting it so we can get different viewpoints. But all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you ready for the comp?
Yeah. See how this goes.
All right, what do you think?
I think this was a lot better than the last one.
It was a lot better. If you had to quantify, what would you say the percent? Like as far as like what you feel?
At least 30% better.
You think 30%?
At least.
I think I'm gonna try the rapid fire because y'all were shooting faster than I was. I was going pretty slow. I'm gonna try doing the rapid fire. Okay. So we'll try that in a second. Slide didn't lock back, so I thought there was more ammo, and I flinched too. Fun fact.
Got his ass.
See, you need to just rent some earmuffs.
Embrace the suck, right?
Yeah, and then you have to embrace fucking deafness. All right, now I'm gonna be doing that rapid fire 5-string with the Radian Afterburner Ramjet combo. So we're gonna do that now. Ooh. I think it is a bigger difference than I thought. Like when you rapid fire, like your dot isn't kicking like as high out of the window. So yeah, I think it does make a bigger difference. At first, when I was slow firing, I didn't think it made that big of a difference, but the follow-up shots is definitely significantly better with the Radian Afterburner Ramjet combo. All right, guys, so in the next clip, I have some lines that are parallel with the slide before the shot breaks, and then at the peak of the recoil when the slide starts to go back into battery. Keep in mind, these are very rudimentary numbers. I measured it with the editing software that I use. But yeah, so take it with a grain of salt, but we did see some improvement.
Bringing it back, aka anticipating. The only thing that differentiates anticipation and fighting the recoil is if you do it before the shot breaks or not. So you just got to focus on.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it's missed timing because I think we all like anticipate. It's just sometimes we do it before the shot actually breaks, so that causes you to dip. Whereas like, say if the shot goes off, but then you fight it a little bit, it causes the gun to like not kick up as much. You can just like stay on target. I think that's what it is. It might be just missed timing. So you might not be like actually scared the round's gonna go off, but you might be trying to just reset it and get it back to like, you know, being on target instead of like, you know, being scared of it. The next thing I want to test is I want to see what the effect of a light has on the pistol as far as like the recoil impulse and how much it bounces. So like when I normally shoot my competitions, obviously the slide racks back when it recoils, and then it returns, and then it dips a little bit, and then I kind of bounce it up and down. Once it centers up, then I shoot again. I want to know if that's only because of the spring, because it's a stock spring. I haven't changed out the spring or the guide rod yet, but it's a stock 16-pound spring. And then I want to see if what would happen if I keep the light on versus, you know, take it off. I want to see if it has any effect on that like kind of bouncing motion. So we're going to test that next, get it under slow-mo, and we'll see what kind of conclusions we can come to. Rapid fire. Alpha hit.
Imagine.
Those are mine. Anyways, all right, guys. So I took the light off. Definitely feels lighter. Like it's kind of nice. It's kind of different because I always have a light on my shit. But yeah. So now we're gonna do the slow mo and all that stuff with slow fire and rapid fire without the light. I want to see if there's any difference as far as like the bounce. Like I said, it could just be because it's oversprung because it's a factory spring for reliability. But I do want to see if it makes any difference whether or not I have a light on. So we're gonna try that now. Yeehaw, brother.
Oh, frick, I can't see nothing.
You have your brightness all the way up?
Yes.
Technical difficulties cut.
Yep.
Okay, so off the bat, I didn't really notice anything super different, like as far as watching the red dot in the window, but we'll have to look at the slow-mo, see if we can see anything, like any difference. Okay, guys, in editing, what I did was I overlaid one video over the other, and I synced up the audio, and I saw no difference whatsoever. I was just kind of curious as far as having that extra weight on the end of the muzzle, but I don't think that really makes a huge difference. All right, guys, so overall thoughts. All right, guys, so overall, I think it does make a good difference. I noticed more of a difference when it came to follow-up shots. When I was just shooting slow at first, like I noticed a little less recoil, like it was probably about, you know what Jacob said, about 10%. But when I started speeding it up and I did the 5 rounds just rapidly, I definitely saw my dot in the window jumping up less. Well, I mean, obviously I don't have a red dot on the irons, but my irons were kicking up, and I think you could tell by the slow-mo video that it was definitely angled more. But yeah, with follow-up shots, it was much easier to get on target. It is pricey, but I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, and also, since this is a normal P365 slide, and then you have this little bit of extra material, or you have the compensator on it, it makes it to where this fits in P365 XL holsters. So I do have a Tier 1 concealed. Hide my hair. You don't need to see that. But I do have my Tier 1 concealed Zyphos cleats. This is for the P365 XL, and it's perfect because there is that added length with the compensator on it. So highly recommend that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend the Afterburner Ramjet combo for the P365. Hopefully they come out with more models. I would like to get my hands on a M&P Shield X since that just came out. But yeah, I'm not in the market for it. I'm not rich, so we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like you should.